So on today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this Jackson USA Custom Shop Misha'S Signature HT6 Bulb Edition. So right off the bat, it goes without saying, this guitar is absolutely insane. The quilted maple top, in my opinion, is absolutely breathtaking. This particular model is in the Lagoon Burst. It's got a bunch of different layers of blue. It's very nicely blended together, and it just makes you think of like the ocean. And yeah, it looks absolutely incredible. I was fortunate enough to acquire this guitar in a local trade deal, which went very smoothly. And for that, I'm extremely grateful to have had the opportunity to obtain this very nice piece of gear. Let's go ahead and talk about the specifications. So this is a 2015 model, again, USA Custom Shop Misha'S HT6. Of course, a 6-string with the 3-in-3 headstock. We've got a one-piece maple quarter saw neck with graphite reinforcements. This one does have a scarf joint, which normally I'm not the biggest fan of, but nevertheless, these necks have been proven to be pretty reliable over the years. I know Jackson's been doing these for quite some time, so I don't have any issues there. It is a 2015 model, so I believe that was the first introductory year for this particular signature line from Jackson. We've got a very flat 20-inch fingerboard radius, ebony fretboard. We've got 24 jumbo stainless steel frets. I like the fact that the truss rod adjustment is at the neck heel, so a little easier access there. Beautiful quilted maple top, like I said. This one is the Lagoon finish, which looks just, I mean, come on guys, this thing is amazing. Of course, you gotta have the Misha'S bare knuckle juggernaut, the signature pickup set. It's a really popular pickup set. I know it's been quite popular in like that metal, that progressive jet community. Wouldn't expect any less from one of Misha'S signature guitars. I love the bolt-on heel. It's sculpted very nicely. You could call it the old Phil McKnight, the handshake grip. And I would say we definitely have excellent fret access getting all the way up to the 24th fret. We do have an alder body, which does have just a little bit of weight to it. Nothing too problematic by any means. It's around 7.75 pounds. Personally, I would prefer Swamp Ash, but again, alder is one of those woods where it just kind of works for anything, so no complaints there. We've got hip shot hardware with the O-ring control knobs, as well as a hip shot fixed bridge, hip shot open gear locking tuners. This one is also provided with D'Addario 11 through 56 strings. I can always appreciate a little bit heavier gauge of strings for your modern low-tuned metal purposes. Got the push-pull there on the tone knob. We also have a 5-way blade, so we have a lot of different tonal capabilities with this particular configuration. Now, something I tend to be a little bit picky about is just the body contours, and sometimes when you have like a really nice arch top like this, sometimes you may end up with like a slightly sharp edge right around here. And fortunately on this guitar, when you just kind of rest the wrist and forearm, it still feels very comfortable. Doesn't feel like there's any discomfort. I still feel like just the way it's designed, this kind of rounds off ever so slightly, so it's not going to be uncomfortable. Take a look at the back, you see it's got that engraved back plate that says bulb on there, so that's pretty cool. Of course, if you are a Periphery fan, this is definitely going to be the one for you because you have that 12th fret Periphery logo inlay, which looks pretty sick. And you see we've also got that matching headstock overlay, which is a must-have. Now, as far as the neck profile, I don't have the exact dimensions in front of me, but I would definitely say this is going to fall in that category of a fairly medium to slim C. It's definitely not the thinnest or flattest. It does have a little bit of a slightly rounded carve, and it's pretty comfortable overall. I would say this is very similar to like a Kiesel neck shape. That's probably one of the ways I could describe it. Not insanely slim, but it's still like a fairly kind of thinnish C shape. I don't find it to be uncomfortable. To my personal taste, I would actually like a little bit of a thinner, flatter shape, but I think for 90% of people out there, this is going to be totally fine. So like I was saying, I picked this one up locally in a trade deal. Very satisfied with this nice acquisition of gear. The guitar is in fantastic condition. Came with all the original hardshell case with all the case candy, all that fun, cool stuff unique to this signature guitar. The only thing, just looking it over, the only slight imperfection I could find does have a little bit of fret sprout going on. You can kind of feel that on there, just kind of sticking out. If we did like a, you know, the old Phil McKnight sock test, this would probably rank fairly low, but bear in mind, this is what, going on 11-year-old guitar. It's been sitting around for a while. There's going to be probably some fret sprout. So nothing major. We could definitely rectify that with a little bit of fret dressing and quality lutherie. I love the natural binding on there. I think that gives it such a three-dimensional look, especially with this incredible quilted top. It just really pops, man. That's one thing I've talked about before on this channel. Like, for any of you guys, if you're thinking about speccing out some type of custom guitar, if you're gonna go with a highly figured top, whether it be flame maple or quilted maple, something in that category, I would always encourage you to choose gloss, just because you're gonna get that really just stunning, that three-dimensional pop, and it really does enhance the chatoyance of the figuring of the wood. Not saying satin is gonna be a bad thing. But if you take a look at the current models in the Misha lineup for the USA signatures, yo man, that gloss is just so much better. Like the new satin, I mean, it's just, to me, it's a downgrade from this, in my opinion. Yeah, super sick guitar, guys. I'm definitely a fan of this one. Super high quality instrument. Just feels like it was built by people that really knew what they were doing. This guitar sits very comfortably against the body. It's got a super deep contour as far as that belly carve. I would say the instrument balances very well. Again, that alder with the quilted top does provide just a little bit of heft, so no complaints whatsoever. I mean, you can see it balances perfectly fine, whether you're sitting or standing. Overall, very comfortable instrument. So those are my overall thoughts, first take on this signature guitar. I know there's not many of these things out there. If you run across one, I would definitely consider jumping on it. I personally have not seen any of these older signature USA models for sale. If you find one, if you're interested in grabbing one of these, try to grab it. I wouldn't be sleeping on it. I know there's not a whole lot out there, so as time continues to move forward, a lot of times some gear can become very difficult to find and pricing continue to go up. I would definitely give this guitar the top shelf seal of approval. I'm gonna spend some more time with this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.